This trip was more than a hunt, it was a necessary mission. The wild boars had caused too much damage, attacking livestock, destroying crops, and putting locals in hardship. It was time to put an end to their reign. When the giant boar appeared, we knew it was the target. After the echoing gunshot, other shadows scattered into the forest, but we didn't stop. We understood our duty. Not just to kill, but to protect the peaceful lives of the local community. We didn't hesitate, moving quickly. Our footsteps pounded as we followed fresh tracks on the damp ground. Soon, the prey appeared. I took aim, squeezed the trigger, and the bullet struck the vital spot. The boar fell. A small victory, yet a warning of the dangers ahead.
Good dog!
We pressed on, reading tracks and listening carefully to the surrounding sounds. Spotting a massive dark shape in the distance was effortless thanks to our experience. A sharp gunshot rang out, following the chaotic movements. Even attempting escape, the boar couldn't outrun the deadly sights. Skill and experience proved we were in control of the hunt. The rough terrain forced us to shift tactics from offense to defense. Shadows began to emerge, increasing in number. Without hesitation, I adjusted my scope, locked on, and fired. The shot hit its mark. Other boars scattered in panic. With the help of hunting dogs, we pursued relentlessly. Each boar was locked in by the coordinated efforts of man and dog. Everything quickly came under control. Surveying the terrain, instincts heightened, I focused on every sound, every shift of wind. Using the boar's strong scent and surrounding noises, I pinpointed the target. Everything unfolded as if preordained. One cold, precise shot was all it took. Years of honing tracking skills ensured no opportunity was wasted. In dense woods with thick foliage blocking every path, I knew I was in the ideal position to spot the target. Carefully observing, I approached the area where boars frequently appeared. Suddenly, a shape flashed in the scope. My eyes locked, fired at high speed like a decree of fate. Continuing in the vehicle, new targets quickly appeared. Another battle ensued, and hidden shadows were systematically taken down. In the wild, only alertness and decisiveness ensure survival.
have a look at it. Oh yeah, come out. No take. Shot, man.
Hope he's having a bad day.
He's having a proper bad day. Now we
Though exhausted, I regained focus, staying highly alert as the hunt continued. Every move was carefully calculated. Then the opportunity arrived. Precise, cold shots rang out. As the forest fell silent, I realized victory wasn't just a result, it was a lesson in preparation and perfect coordination. The mission to protect the land and the livelihoods of the local people was accomplished. We returned with a light heart, a feeling hard to describe. Winter had settled in. Snow blanketed the slopes of Lasma, and the once lush fields of Alberobello had turned into a thin, fragile layer of snow, hiding the traces of the wild beasts. In the harsh winter, wild boars, hungry and desperate, not only attacked grain stores, but also posed a threat to livestock, filling the villagers with constant fear. According to the locals, these weren't just starving boars. They were a vicious pack, led by a particularly dangerous boar. Determined to protect the village, our hunting team set out, ready to face the greatest challenge of this winter. Join us on this intense hunt. We moved up the Lasma slopes, where the wild boar pack had just vanished after the early morning wind. The leader appeared first, large and fierce, but little did it know, we were already waiting for it. I raised my rifle, aimed carefully, and squeezed the trigger. One shot was enough. The beast fell with a heavy thud on the snow, creating chaos. The rest of the boars scattered in panic. My rifle fired again, sparks flying. In mere seconds, we had the situation under control. with several targets down. It was a clean start, filled with hope for this challenging hunt ahead. The snow had thickened on Lasma's slopes, and every step sank deep. The biting cold wind stung our faces. But we pressed on, steady, not too fast, just enough to avoid alerting the wild boar pack. Ahead, faint tracks led to some brush. John signaled, and I stopped. The leader emerged, huge, jet black. In an instant, I acted fired. The shot rang out sharply in the frozen air. The boar dropped lifeless. The others, scared and frantic, vanished into the forest. Another pack pushed back. At least the farmland below was safe for the rest of this cold snap. We had barely rested when we spotted a lone wild boar charging down the familiar path the villagers used. Even though the snow had covered every trace, I quickly readied my rifle, unwilling to let it get too close to the settlement. But John was quicker. A single shot rang out. Perfectly placing the bullet into the boar before it could take another step. No need for signals, we moved as one. In hunting, quick reactions and absolute trust in your team are the sharpest weapons. The peace didn't last long before the hound's barking cut through the soft snowfall, sending tension through the air. From the hilltop, the panicked boar charged down, hounded relentlessly by the dogs. Without hesitation, I raised my rifle, took aim, and fired. The shot echoed in the icy stillness, and the beast dropped right on the spot. Moments later, my teammates controlled additional targets at close range. Though danger loomed, we stood firm because every inch of this land is home, and protecting it from savage threats is a vow we'll never break. The snowstorm grew heavier, the wind picking up and reducing visibility. We took our position to ambush, silently observing every movement in the white blur. Soon enough, another wild boar appeared on the slope, stepping quietly through the thick snow. John and I exchanged a look, no words needed. A single shot rang out. Precise, clean. The boar collapsed instantly, a testament to our flawless coordination in the freezing weather. By late afternoon, as the blizzard intensified, we packed up to head back, only to spot a solitary wild boar hiding in the valley, its fresh tracks still visible in the untouched snow. The boar was searching for shelter. One shot. The chase was over. Today's victory wasn't just about bringing down the beast, but ensuring the safety of the entire area. The Range Rover quietly rolled down the snow-covered trail, taking us back to the village. In each of our hearts, a quiet joy mixed with the heavy responsibility we carried. We were ready to sacrifice everything to protect this land and its people. If you found our journey worth watching, don't forget to like and follow to stay with us on the next hunts. for us, the war against wild boars never truly ends. They appear all year round, at any time of day or season. In autumn, when dry leaves crunch under our feet, every hunt brings a different kind of challenge. But when winter arrives, snow blanketing the mountains, cold cutting to the bone, the battle turns into something entirely different. Each season is a new battlefield, yet our mission never changes: to stop the advance of these destructive beasts. Today, come with us and see how we face them. Hunting is never simple. Behind every shot are hours of watching, calculating, and waiting in absolute silence. It is a duel between human patience and nature's wariness. And then, the moment finally comes. Our first target of the day appears. The forest is swallowed in thick snow, trees stripped bare like silent sentinels. From afar comes the crunching of snow under heavy steps, a herd of wild boars marching forward, unaware that death lurks close. Bang! The gunfire slices through the frozen air like blades. 2 boars collapse into the snow, while the rest scatter in panic, vanishing into the depths of the forest. Hidden behind bare branches, suddenly, a massive boar bursts out from the cold gray trunks, charging straight at me with brute force. No time to think. Boom! The bullet rips through the air, striking the beast square in the head. It crashes onto the snow. On the other side, our golden-furred companion leads the target into the open with a furious bark, supporting David. As if on cue, boom, the shot shatters the silence. The beast staggers, collapses, and sinks into the white expanse as though blown out of existence by an invisible winter gale. On another ridge, our teammate Thomas has taken position as planned. The hillside is a harsh place, cliffs and steep slopes, where wild boars often hide deep in the brush or crawl into dark crevices, making them almost impossible to spot. As Thomas moves along the slope, a wild boar suddenly bursts out like an arrow through the silence. With 10 years of hunting experience, Thomas reacts instantly, rifle raised, aim fired. Bang!
Come on.
Further down the slope, a boar is casually enjoying its midday meal, unaware that it's already in our sights. But it's too late. Rifle loaded, Thomas locks his eyes on the target. The shot is clean, direct, lethal. The boar drops instantly. What do you think? Was that a perfect 10? Let my teammate know in the comments. Halfway down the hillside, cautious boars emerge from the dense brush. Holding my breath, I raise my rifle. Eyes sharp, fixed on their every move. The click of the bolt echoes in the stillness. 2 shots ring out across the slope, both striking true, both fatal. Today, We've claimed plenty of trophies. Our legs ache, our bodies are exhausted after the long hunt, yet our hearts are full. It's not only the thrill of the kill, it's the relief of knowing we've helped protect the land from destruction. And perhaps, tomorrow, the journey begins again, hardships and surprises waiting ahead.
Alright. Oh, man, huh?